Hey guys, and welcome back to Rena's Path on Let's Play Star Ocean 2. Last time we did pretty much all of the setup in order to go into the Cross Cave with Claude's Path. This time I'm going to actually talk to you. We're going to do a couple of private actions on Rena's Path, which is the only real difference. I've already recruited Celine at this point, and the only difference really among the paths, other than minor dialogue changes, is a couple of private actions, and then we'll move on with the cave there. The sky. What do you think is on the other side of the sky? As if it's a physical object. Wouldn't it be neat if there was another world? The reaction or the choice here doesn't mean anything, no items or anything like that. I just think it's the most interesting answer. Considering what we know about Claude. Might be another world on the other side of the sky. Why do you think that? There's another world on the other side of the ocean if you go through the whole planet, I guess. I'm surprised they have grasped the concept of a round planet as opposed to a flat one. But, oh well. The map's flat. Then again, when they add the mini-map that's round, I almost never use that because it's awkward. I love Final Fantasy VIII. It's a wonderful way of thinking, and it is. Really open-minded. Anyway, that's all we're going to do here. I'll meet you back in Cross now. And back in Cross. Do note that if I ever go into an episode and not say what path I'm on, and you don't see whose character I'm controlling, I'll be controlling Claude's path. I'll try and mention anytime I'm controlling Rena's path, because it's pretty much always going to be like a side event or a side episode. There will be some episodes where it'll take a full episode just to go over the differences on the path or recruiting this character or that character. But in this case, you know, it shouldn't take too long. Once we've got that set up, I'm guessing the first private action we have to do is this one again. And cut! Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's head over here and hope that the private action I want to actually start is here. There we go. Yes, there are 3 consecutive linked private actions with Celine here that are only doable on Rena's path, and they add a different ending for Celine if you take her all the way to the end of the game. Let's go have some tea. No, we definitely want to pick the first option. Otherwise, I don't think we get any more information about this quest, and we can't continue doing it. What's going on here? Well, there's steam coming out of his head, and it has eyes, so yeah, I would guess so. It's such a weird little emotion thing. Hooligan claims he doesn't have any money to pay. Doesn't look like he's broke. He looks like he's wearing a cape. I would guess he has plenty of money. Didn't know that you had to pay. Wait a minute. You didn't know that you needed to pay. We've seen this before somewhere. Probably not in anything I've LP'd, but we've definitely seen it before. You do want to offer to pay him. I can't remember how much it takes. I think it's like tenfold. It's really negligible. But if you don't, you can't continue the private action chain. No need to help a rascal like him. If only you knew who you were talking to. Yeah, tenfold. It's negligible. Don't worry about it. Thank the ladies. Well, the chef's happy he got paid. Are you all right? Please forgive me. No place to relax and have tea. Let's take a walk now. If you took a walk before, obviously you wouldn't have encountered this guy. But yeah, he is the focus of the 3 private actions with Celine. Why, thank you. The name is Celine. And this is Rena. What's your name? Why would you have a sweat bead or a nervous bead about your own name? Chris. Okay. Chris Griffin? No. But anyway, we've met Chris. Yeah, don't let anything like that happen again there, buddy. That's what happens when you go into places and you don't pay. You won't find anyone like that ever again. It's all my fault. I mustn't let it happen again. Okay. And he backs away and then runs away. Or slow walks away. Quite handsome, huh? Anyway, I will zone in and out and we'll start the next PA. Okay, and we're back. This time, when we leave town and re-enter, we will see another private action between Celine and Chris. What a coincidence. It's not called coincidence when you're waiting for someone like that. Yeah, kind of obvious there, bud. Nothing gets past you, does it? What brings you here? Thought if I were to wait here, I might be able to see you again. Huh. So you're a stalker now? No special meaning to that. No, not at all. Yeah, you already did thank her. We must fetch Rena too. Can't I just thank you? We all see where this is going. Will you come for a walk with me? Oh, Rena better hide. She already figured that much out. Hide in the alley. Next to the barrel. I gotta get a soundbite of that. The soundbite I'm thinking about specifically is from A Tell Your Iris. It made me laugh when I heard it the first time. And even though it gets more annoying as the game goes on, it's still kind of funny. And when you go to leave the city, I may have fast forwarded through some of this, we get a very red-faced Celine. Oh, did you say something? You look flushed, nervous. First time that anyone has told me so honestly how they feel. He's so innocent. How should I answer him? Damn, ellipses bubbles. But yeah, when you go to leave town after that private action, I'm just trying to cut out as much backtracking as I can here, just because it's running through the same screens over and over again. Yeah, we know there's a castle there. The intros are usually no different, but sometimes leaving the city will be slightly different if you've done a certain private action. Oh, what? Really? They didn't set it up yet? Okay, I was being stupid. I was expecting it to happen, but you gotta go all the way to the end first, then backtrack. And I didn't go far enough. Crap, gotta hide. Oh, look at that. There's two of them. Where are we gonna hide? Well, the reason why I showed it off before is because I didn't even know you could walk back here. And then that little kid was back here in when you're not in a private action. So, anyway. So what was the thing that he mentioned that has you so flustered, Celine? Never seen a man look me so straight in the eyes. Spoke so plainly. Uh-oh. Trouble in paradise. And you're supposed to be the seductress of the group. She kind of is. If you play the PSP version, it's more overt because they have the voice acting and the more anime-esque and bigger portraits and stuff like that when characters talk. Help you what? Aw, isn't it cute? Uh-oh. Now what do I do? What are you peeking on there, Rena? Oh. Bell means the end of this dream. Nothing to do with it. Nothing means anything to me except this moment. Uh-oh. Guards, we're in trouble. My prince. Well, no wonder he had no money. He thought everyone just gave him stuff because that's how he was raised. And I guess that's the implication. Yes, he's the prince. And of course, nobody knew. Why have you followed me? Princess Rosalia awaits. What are they talking? Well, kind of obvious, but okay, sure. It's not true. It couldn't be true. A little bit, yeah, buddy. A lot, yeah. That's why he was trying to figure out what he should say for his name when we first met him, because he wasn't going to admit that he was actually the prince. But then he just liked being around her too much, and blah, 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 the lie spread. We've seen this in every sitcom imaginable. It's the heir to the throne of Cross. Prince Clothier T. Cross. Why do they have such strange names? Sorry if that's your name, anyone out there, but it seems weird in this case. Show him some respect. Now he wants Chris to be his name. No, he speaks like a person. Yeah, he was engaged, by the way. And that's why I said when we went into the castle that Princess Rosalia, she was welcoming us to Cross Castle, but she's not from Cross Castle. She's actually from a different castle on a different continent. So you can see the importance of this wedding, considering two kingdoms, happy communication, you know, marrying together and all that jazz. Well, that didn't go very well, did it? I haven't really mentioned much about the music in this game other than I really liked it, but there's not really a whole lot to say so far. A lot of the music really fits the scenes that they're in. They have great town themes that sound like town themes. They have great map music that sounds like map music. The battle music sounds like battle music. The dungeon music sounds like dungeon music. There's nothing outstanding to really mention. It's just mostly, it does pretty much everything it intends to do, and it does it well. At least so far. Let's go. Where are we going? Of course! I mean, to Chris, of course. Why not? I can't treat this scene very, you know, objectively. Objective's not, well, objective's always the right word there, but I can't treat it as if it's, you know, actually happening and take it seriously. Just because, I don't know, the way the sprites are done up, it just seems kind of cheesy. And a lot of the private actions are very cheesy in nature, just comedy bits and stuff like that. Take her to Chris, even if you have to drag her there. And by doing this, as long as Celine's relationship points are like, I think it's 26, if it's not above 26 to any character, a flag is tripped and she gets a special ending. Which is fine. I've seen it, it's fine. All of the endings are fine. There's probably a few that are really funny, but with 80 different endings, I am not going to try and show off more than the ones that we just happen to see, so... I've heard there's a special group ending if everybody has more than 10 points, 10 relationship points with each other. Like, no character combination has less than 10 between each other. And I went online specifically to watch it to see if it would be worthwhile getting for this LP. And it's like 30 seconds of them meeting up after the game. That's it. They don't even really say anything. That's it. It's kind of weird. But yeah, it's not worth showing off, really. I'm sure, like Star Ocean Till the End of Time, there was a video I found on YouTube that had all of the endings crammed into one, like, 2-hour video, whatever it was. And I'm sure there's someone out there who's posted a video of all the endings if you're particularly interested in each and every one of them. I'm not, so I'm not going to show them off. But yeah, we're here to stop the wedding and all that jazz. We will speak with him. I think we need some Marley action going on here. Bum rush! Who are you? Don't talk to me. I kick your ass. Nah, don't get us. I don't know why Rena is the one holding off the guard. I don't suspect a 17-year-old girl who's not a fighter to be able to do that all that well. Yeah, and by the last name of the princess, you can guess that the name Lacquer is the name of the kingdom that she's from, because they're dirt simple in terms of naming that way. I do. Too far, they can't hear us. Must be a big chamber, even though it only looks like it's, what, 3 or 4 rows deep of chairs or benches or whatever they are. Hell no. Oh, now he heard. Aww. They ruined a wedding. They put 2 countries possibly at war. Yay! Like I said, I can't take it seriously. Wow, this is taking way longer than I thought it was. This is going to be a whole episode of just private actions. Oh well. Ours is a marriage planned for political ends. Yeah, it was an arranged marriage. It's not like they were in love and Celine came in and screwed that up. No, he fell in love naturally and was, you know, promised to somebody and all that jazz beforehand. And they're arranged marriages. I don't get it, but to each his own, or her own, as long as it works for you. But in this case, and in most games, they usually try and do it in this matter. It's like, we don't understand it, so no. It's usually how they do it in games. What should we do now, huh? Aw, look at that, and it's sweet. You have her blessing. Farewell. Oh, shut up. And with that, the prince returns to his chambers here. Now, what will happen at this point is Chris, or Clothier, or whatever, the prince, goes to his room now, and he'll be available to find here. It's the only way to get him back in here is on Rena's path. And what that'll do is the other room where the princess was, Princess Rosalia, she'll go back to Lacquer at this point in the game, if you've done this quest. If you haven't, then she'll stay here. There is potentially a reason for holding off on this until a little bit later, but it's not worth it. Don't worry about it. I will talk about, basically it's pickpocketing, and I'll talk about that much, much later. And we have a wedding proposal. It's what you truly hope for. Will you give me your answer? What, after all that, you're going to say no? But what? I've promised to make a journey, and it's not complete. You promised to tag along with us to get treasure that you wanted to get. We'll be alright on our own, and that's true, we would be. What answer? Well, they're talking about, I guess, when they expect you to do this, when you come back to Cross for some reason. After doing the events at Cross Cave, that's at which point it would make sense to say most of these things, but I figured I'd do it now. Get it out of the way. And with that, no, it's not over yet. Okay, never mind. Even if we're apart, hearts are in the same place. So yeah, they're basically promised to each other now, and I will let you guess what that has to do with the ending that Celine gets. And of course, Claude had nothing to do with any of this in this episode, really. Except for the one... Oops, I went through that too fast. Except for the one private action that he had in Salva with Rena there. Anyway, with all that done, we can finally move on to Cross Cave. Sure is noisy at the castle. Yeah, we kind of caused an international incident. Teehee, sorry. What? Come on. Can't be that far. Okay. And with that being said, I will off screen in between episodes, I will run these two paths, or this path up to the point of the other one, and then we will go through Cross Cave and move on with the plot. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.